Gaurabhaktavre. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 9. Today we are going to read from text 50. We had been reading yesterday how the demigods were offering prayers to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu is telling them that the pure devotee, he prays not for any specific thing, anything material, but only to engage in devotional service. The Lord said, because the demigods are here praying to the Lord is standing in front of them, so they could have asked him for pure devotional service. But they asked him rather to kill Vṛtrāsura. So we are going to continue. Swayam Neshreyasam Vidvan.
Swayam Nishreyasvidvan.
Na Vakti Agyaya Karmahi.
Navakti
Karmahi.
Narati Rogino Patyam.
Narati
Yogino
Patyam.
Patyam.
Vanchatopi Bhishaktamaha.
Vanchato api bhikshaktamha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. A pure devotee who is fully accomplished in the science of devotional service will never instruct a foolish person to engage in fruitive activities for material enjoyment, not to speak of helping him in such activities. Such a devotee is like an experienced physician who never encourages a patient to eat food injurious to his health, even if the patient desires it. Here is the difference between the benedictions awarded by the demigods and those awarded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. Devotees of the demigods ask for benedictions simply for sense gratification, and therefore they have been described in Bhagavad Gita 7.20 as bereft of intelligence. Kames te rita jnana prapadyante devata tam tam niyamam asthaya prakritya niyata swaya. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. So yesterday we heard Lord Vishnu was telling the demigods, that someone may be foolish and ask for things which are not beneficial, but those who are wise will not fulfill those desires. So like Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, so the Lord is continuing with the same instruction now, that the child may ask the mother for poison, but the mother is going to tell the child, hey, how can I give you poison? What are you speaking about? I won't give it to you. So the Lord also, he sees what is good for the devotee. Then based on that, he encourages them. But whereas when we are approaching the demigods, then we are always approaching them for material benedictions, and they fulfill our material benedictions. Conditioned souls are generally bereft of intelligence because of profound desires for sense gratification. They do not know what benedictions to ask. Therefore, non-devotees are advised in the Shastras to worship various demigods to achieve material benefits. For example, if one wants a beautiful wife, he is advised to worship Uma or the goddess Durga. If one wants to be cured of a disease, he is advised to worship the sun god. All requests for benedictions from the demigods, however, are due to material lust. The benedictions will be finished at the end of the cosmic manifestation, along with those who bestow them. So the demigods, they do fulfill our material desires. We have some desire, we ask them, and they fulfill our desire. But the result of that desire, that benediction, that cannot last with us eternally. It's for a temporary period of time. just for some time only. Just as this material world is only for some time, the demigods are also for some time, temporary in their posts. So the benedictions they give also will finish at some time. If one approaches Lord Vishnu for benedictions, the Lord will give him a benediction that will help him return home back to Godhead. So this is the difference between asking benediction from demigods and Lord Vishnu, because the Supreme Lord, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, he fulfills our benedictions and brings us back home, back to Godhead. This is also confirmed by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna instructs a devotee who constantly engages in his service how to approach him at the end of his material body. So one who has been um, serving the Lord, the devotee, Tesham Satata Yuktanam, Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, one who is engaging in devotional service, then Krishna gives him the intelligence of how he can come to him. Krishna is Paramatma in the heart, so then Krishna guides the devotee. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Yoveti Tattvataha Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mameti Sorjana. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjun. This is the benediction of Lord Vishnu, Krishna. After giving up his body, a devotee returns home back to Godhead. A devotee may foolishly ask for material benedictions, but Lord Krishna does not give him such benedictions despite the devotee's prayers. Therefore, people who are very attached to material life do not generally become devotees of Krishna or Vishnu. Instead, they become devotees of the demigods. Kamestester hritaghyana prapadyante anya devata. The benedictions of the demigods, however, are condemned in Bhagavad Gita. Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavati alpamedasam. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and the fruits are limited and temporary. A non-Vaishnav, one who is not engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is considered a fool with a small quantity of brain substance. So because Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna really loves us and he wants us to come very soon back to the spiritual world, he does not want to encourage us to continuing staying in this material world. And so that's the reason he may not fulfill all our material desires. He may fulfill the desires which he thinks is going to encourage us in our spiritual journey. So here, Lord Vishnu is saying that an experienced physician never encourages a patient to eat food injurious to his health, even if the patient desires it. Somebody is suffering from diabetes. He asks the doctor, can I eat sweet? The doctor will tell him, no, you can't, because that's going to hurt you. So similarly, Lord Krishna is like a kind father to us. So he fulfills what is good for us. Magavan yata bhadram vo
Magavan yata bhadram vo
dadyancham rishi sattamam
dadyancham rishi sattamam
vidyavrata tapasaram
vidyavrata tapasaram
gatram yachitamachiram.
gatram yachitamachiram.
O Magavan, Indra, all good fortune unto you. I advise you to approach the exalted saint Dadyancha, Dadichi. He has become very accomplished in knowledge, vows, and austerities, and his body is very strong. Go ask him for his body without delay. Everyone in this material world, from Lord Brahma down to the ant, is eager to keep his body comfortable. A pure devotee may also be comfortable, but he is not eager for such a benediction. Since Bhagavan, the king of heaven, still aspired for a comfortable bodily situation, Lord Vishnu advised him to ask Dadyancha for his body, which was very strong due to his knowledge, vows, and austerity. So the demigods were praying to Vishnu that you come, you become an incarnation. You have said Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. So now you come and kill Vṛtrāsura. But now here Lord Vishnu is telling them, you go to Dadichi. You go ask, I'm not going to fight for you. You have to fight yourself. You now go to Dadichi and you ask for his body. Now we'll hear tomorrow how the pastime unfolds, because to everyone the body is very dear. Somebody says, hey, give me your body. We try so hard to keep our body comfortable, and here Indra is also wanting to sustain his body. He's afraid that Vṛtrāsura will kill him. So Indra also wants to keep his body comfortable, and Vishnu is telling him that you go ask Dadichi for his body. So we'll continue reading tomorrow.
Hare Krishna and Shilpa.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Is this got to do with Kripana, like what we read yesterday? Because who has material, right? Bodily concept of life.
Bodily concept.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Correct?
But well, the demigods, we can't entirely call them Kripana actually, because they after all also doing service for Krishna. Kripana would be one who does not engage at all trying to understand about God, in spite of
so
having
who
the
doesn't do
experience.
devotional service at all?
Yeah,
Is it?
at all. Yeah,
Okay.
is not using his body at all to inquire into the.
Engage in devotion. Okay.
Yeah, then he would
Okay,
be
so that's
really a
it.
miser. Yeah.
Right.
Whereas a mixed devotee, well, sure, he's not pure devotee, but I don't know if you could actually call him a miser, though, because he is, of course, trying to understand the absolute truth. He's trying to understand his relationship with God, but he still has material desires. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like not completely saying no, no, no way. I don't want to engage in devotional service at all. So of course he's not using it to its full potential, but at least he's doing something, some kind of, yeah.
Hare Krishna. Shilpaji, I remember you said that at least the demigods were approaching Krishna when they were in the trouble, because they fall under the 4 kinds of pious people.
Yeah.
So at least they were approaching Krishna.
Yeah.
No matter they were approaching for the material desires, but still they were approaching Krishna.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
The distress, right? So they come under
they were distressed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
yes, that's right.
They are the pious.
Thank you.
They are the pious people. They fall into the category of pious people.
Correct. There are 4 kinds of pious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's true. At least they're coming to Krishna,
Okay, so a Kripana doesn't approach the Lord, doesn't
Krishna
engage
at
in
all.
devotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Kripana he's doing no kind of, like a miser, he does not want to use his wealth. So Kripana does not want to use his body at all in the service of Krishna. So the demigods are servants of Krishna. They have material desires, of course, but they are servants of Krishna. Following his orders. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you. We'll stop here for today. Thank you for a very sorry for a short reading. Thank you all the same.
No,
thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta